All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Welcome back to the channel. Going to be going back over the Summer Wells case today. Going to be going back over this post that was made July 3rd on Find Summer Wells Facebook page. And according to I just want to go back over it and maybe hit on a few things that I didn't hit on in my last video. Now, it says here that we would like to thank the TBI for calling us and asking if they could come out and look over the road below our house. A lot of people have said, it's the TBI. They really don't have to ask to do anything, right? I can kind of see it, though. I can kind of see it. That they would probably first ask, and then if the communication there was to break down between the TBI, Don and Candace, then, I believe TBI would go out there and just do a full-blown search, It says they want to look over. A lot of people have questioned what they mean by look over the road below their house. Okay, from what I understand and the way I take this is they want to look on the side of the road. Okay, it's just the way that they worded it here is not really like people are saying, well, they want to look like over the road with a helicopter or drone, whatever. No, they just want to look. I think what they really meant is look along the road, on the sides of the road, and I think, in my opinion, they're probably going to go up Ben Hill. In my last video, I was like, well, are they going to go Beach Creek or Ben Hill, right? Because the Wells property, it runs along Ben Hill until it gets to Beach Creek, and then their property runs along Beach Creek down to the shed at the bottom of the hill, and then it comes back up. So if the dog trail went down, it looked like to me when Dawn took the dog trails, like took the news and them down the dog trail, it looked to me like the dog trail came out on Ben Hill Road, or they're at Ben Hill Road. So is that where, like the dog trail and Ben Hill Road, that area right there, are they wanting to look right there? Because I don't think, like, if somebody was going to, like, if they're actually looking for summer, okay, this is like if they're actually looking for summer, I don't think anybody would have tried to hide summer along the property on Beach Creek, because it's just, there's too much traffic, right? One random person could have been like, yeah, I seen somebody down there with a shovel around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever. And you had the tree trimmers down there, apparently on Beach Creek. So Beach Creek, June 15th, was too risky, in my opinion. The Wells property that runs along Beach Creek with the tree trimmers and everybody being out there, I think that was too risky to hide summer there, okay? Now, after the tree trimmers left, that's another story. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe summer was moved, this and that. Now, I'm not ruling out the possibility of the property from the shed all the way up to Ben Hill and down Ben Hill, right? The outlying property of Dawn's up there at 110 Ben Hill Road, because it goes down Beach Creek and then it does like a 90 and goes down Ben Hill Road. And I'm not ruling, I'm not ruling out anything along that ditch line, or probably maybe within a 25-foot distance from the road, right? So I'm curious as to where exactly TBI wants to look, and maybe they already have. Maybe they already have done it, and this is being posted after they have done the search. With it being the TBI and it's a state-run agency. I mean, they may not get around to doing it for 2 weeks, right? Who knows? It's the state. They may, it may be a week or two before they get around to doing it. I don't know. But in my opinion, if you were going to try to hide summer or evidence or anything like that, and you didn't want much traffic going by to keep from getting caught, you would want to do it on Ben Hill Road. Because you could probably go up Ben Hill Road and you could probably sit there for an hour and not one car would probably come up and down that road. You know what I mean? There's just, especially now, since there's not much people living up there than there were in 2021, right? But, it being a dead-end road and just a limited amount of people that lived up that road, it would make more sense to, dispose of something, or for there to be evidence, or whatever happened to Summer. More than likely, if people were worried about getting spotted or seen or anything like that, it would be more feasible to do it along Ben Hill Road, because it's just more of a private area to do it at. And again, when Dawn took people down, they said, Dawn said the dogs, tracked down the dog trail to the road. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe that the dog trail probably did come out on Ben Hill Road. There's a lot of speculation that the dogs went down the driveway to Ben Hill Road. So, that whole property line that runs adjacent to Ben Hill Road, I just assumed that they checked it really good. I mean, Dawn said that they turned the house inside and out dozens of times. Rumor is that they went back up there when Dawn was in jail and even looked, I guess maybe executed a search warrant on the house when he was in jail. So the property itself probably was checked very, very good, with probably cadaver dogs and scent dogs, right? And, maybe they want to bring cadaver dogs back out there. Be interesting. Never thought about that, but maybe they want to bring cadaver dogs back out there and run them around the property some more. That'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it, guys? Who knows? But something like, if this post here is true and they're not playing games, something has set this into play. What that is, I do not know. Like I said, there's a lot of, since Summer went missing, there has been a lot of new technology that's kind of come about. And I know that the state TBI has gotten their hands on some of it. They will not say what it is, but I do know that they did say they got their hands on some new technology that they are going to be using, but can't elaborate on what it is. Is that new technology paying off in the Summer Wells case? Will it pay off in maybe in the Sebastian Rogers case, or any other missing persons case in Tennessee? I don't know. Would love to know what this technology is, but right now I don't know what it is. Is this technology, is the technology part of it, or is it a lead, a tip that they're following up on, like a legitimate lead or tip? Either way, it has definitely piqued everybody's interest with them going back out there and physically wanting to be on the Wells property, right? And, you know, I've got a feeling that, you know, they may check on the other side of Ben Hill Road on other people's property, maybe. But I think from this wording, they're probably just specifically focused on the Wells property. This is my opinion. So it's definitely piqued everybody's interest on why they want to go back out there to the Wells property and look over the road, is how they put it. I think they just want to look around the road, you know, up and down the ditch line and maybe up into the woods, maybe about 25 feet. Because who knows? A lot of things could have been moved. A lot of things could have been exposed. There's a lot of things that could have happened in the last 4 years, right? So we'll just have to wait and see how things pan out. I'm definitely going to monitor the situation, if you will, and see what goes on. And I mean, that's pretty much all I can do at this point. That's all we all can do at this point. The police have been, I don't know how good Hawkins County has been involved in this. But again, remember that video I done a couple nights ago where I said, you know, the police, or not the police, TBI can actually arrest people, right? So, I mean, depending on what TBI finds, guys, TBI may be the actual agency that makes the arrest in the Summer Wells case, right? I kind of doubt it. They'll probably let Hawkins County do it just so Hawkins County, you know, kind of gets the kudos for it, you know, the pat on the back, because it's, you know, officially their investigation. But I'm here to tell you, TBI, and this proves it, okay, this proves it. Like I've been saying all along, TBI has been the ones doing the grunt work, the heavy lifting of the investigation. And because Hawkins County is just, they do not have the manpower, they do not have the technology, they're just not staffed for all this, right? So, but anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you for listening to me ramble on about this whole situation. But let me know what you think. Do you think I'm spot on? Do you think I'm making some good points in this? So leave those comments below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video.